are instructed. Our hearts are instructed. Our minds are instructed. We thank you, Lord Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name, we have given thanks. Put your hands together for the Lord Jesus, and may you be seated in God's beautiful presence.
Great morning, everyone. Oh, great morning, everybody. It feels good to be here. And by the way, if you've not seen the person by your left and by your right, you can just tell them, welcome to your year of influence and affluence. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, we have given birth to something new, and we called it the rebirth of our leadership and business service. And now it is known as career and business training. It is known as career and business training. And every year, there is always a strong review when it comes to the economic state in our country. And then if you are not too knowledgeable, you will not know where the economy is going. You will not know where it is coming from. And a lot of people tend to run their life as though it is just on a straight line. So there is nothing, anything goes. But we're going to look at something that will help somebody in the course of the year. We're looking at the new Nigerian economy. The new Nigerian economy from 2026 till about the next 5 years, till about 2031. The new Nigerian economy, where the jobs, the business, and the money are. Because I'd like you to understand that there are a few objectives that have led us into going into this by this time of the year. One of the objectives is that, number one, is for us to understand the old Nigerian economic model is collapsing. It's for you to understand that the old economic model is collapsing. Number two is to identify where money is currently moving in Nigeria, where money is currently moving to in Nigeria. The old economic model is collapsing, and for you to identify where is this money currently moving to. I had a privilege to have a conversation with somebody yesterday, one of our leaders. He just came back from Delta State, precisely. He just came back from Warri, and he was telling me that he was shocked. That he went to get some things for the family, and while he was getting few things, he bought something worth up to 200,000. And people were looking at him. The person that was selling to him were also looking at him, and they asked him, "Are you a stranger? Do you live here?" He said, "No, but I grew up here. I just came to visit my parents." And they said, "Oh, no wonder." And he said something that touched me. He said that the shell camp or shell quarters, it looks like a deserted area. Shell quarters in Warri was looking like a deserted area. Nobody was there. That the whites that were living in Warri, that he didn't see one white person all throughout his stay for like 1 week. So that tells you that the oil and gas sector is not the major source of our revenue. A lot of things are shifting, because when they introduced this kidnapping thing and stuff like that, people were no longer comfortable. And I shared a story with him. I told him in clear terms, I said, we went to Eket. My family went on holidays in Uyo about 2 years ago, and we decided to drive from Uyo to Eket, about 40 minutes or thereabout journey. On getting to Eket, to the beach, between Mobile and the beach is just a stone throw. Mobile was not functioning in Eket. They were just mere local, but the whites and every other thing, they were not there. So it tells you that you need to understand the Nigerian old economic model is collapsing. Then you also need to identify where the money is currently moving. And then you discover the emerging jobs and business opportunities. So these are some of the things we're going to be looking at. You're going to discover the emerging jobs and also the business opportunities. Now, take note of this. You're going to learn how to reposition through skills, how to reposition through mindset, and how to reposition yourself through capital, through skills, mindset, and capital. So the training this morning is going to give you you're going to gain a clear wealth and opportunity roadmap. You're going to gain a clear wealth and opportunity roadmap for the next 5 years. So let's look at the first part concerning the new Nigerian economy. The economic reset, why Nigeria has changed. What really happened? We entered into a forced economic reset. So what worked 10, 20 years ago is no longer working because of the global social economic changes. We are not ready for that. We are not prepared for that. We are forced into it. So there was no preparation for that. So because we are forced into it, we are trying to see how we can grapple, put ourselves together. It has not been easy for Nigeria. And in attempt in trying to do it, get along and put things in place, the first thing that happened, we now discover that fuel subsidy has been removed. And foreign exchange reform changed drastically our economic structure. What is the foreign exchange reform? Dollar rate and so many other things. It affected importation. You are importing something at a particular price. The fluctuation of the foreign exchange rate is affecting our market. So funny, it's not strong, it's not rigid, it's like this and like that, because what came to us as a country took us unawares. So for Nigeria to migrate into full manufacturing, into full exportation, it has been a problem. Even when there are policies that should put those things in place, we're finding it difficult. And the struggle is going to be like that in a few years to come before we start thinking about stability. Stability is not in view in the next 10 years. Stability is not in view in the next 10 years because the economic climate change was forced upon us. We didn't enter into it gradually. It was forced upon us. So we are struggling to get things done. So what else? The economic reset, why Nigeria have changed. What has happened to us? Inflation, I talked about it. Currency volatility and cost of living expenses or cost of living pressure. Inflation. Nigeria inflation rate is one of the worst inflation rate in our country, and a lot of things has been contributing to that inflation rate. Now let me tell you, one of the things that happened that affected us greatly is the decline of certificate jobs. So the unemployment rate went up because the number of people that are coming out from school were running with the old mindset. Once you graduate, you get a job. Once you graduate, you get a job. In fact, up to, I may not give you the record straight, up to 70% of Nigerians are still running with that mindset. So they're still going to school, expecting to get a job. And when they come out, you hear things like, if you ask them to do certain things, they say, don't you know I'm a graduate? How can I do this? How can I do that? Because they've not come to terms with the reality Yeah, they've not come to terms with the reality, and it's still going to be like that. As a matter of fact, we are not employable with BSc anymore. We are no longer employable. The socio-economic climate of Nigeria does not just employ people based on BSc. They're employing people based on other, anyway, let me get into that. They're employing people based on other things, based on added skills, added knowledge, added, all right, certification program. So the decline of certificate jobs, it hit us real hard. So the unemployment rate went up. The number of people that are not employed are more than the number of people that are employed. That's the real truth. The number of people that are not employed are more than the number of people that are employed. So, before now, people are not aware, but let me tell you this before I get to the second one, the reset in our economy. Before now, government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria were the biggest employer of labor. Before now. But now, the thing have changed. Government is no longer the biggest employer of labor. In fact, government employs up to 15% out of 100%. So what happens to the remaining 85%? Is the private sector. And in the private sector, you don't get employed by BSc. You get employed in the private sector by what you can do. They can't waste your money. They can't waste their money. So you see people going to the private sector and they are not getting the jobs. Waiting for government, they are not getting the jobs. They are in the class of unemployed. And the thing is shrinking our economy because people are not contributing to the things that will help Nigeria to grow. But I have to make this statement. Please listen. Nigeria did not become harder. No. Nigeria only became different. Those who understand the difference will win. Nigeria didn't become harder. Nigeria changed. But there are a lot of people that have not changed. All right? When you don't change with the change, you remain the way you have been. So Nigeria changed, but that change is not real to a lot of people. So people are still in the campus, studying, waiting for them to come out, and government will get them, absorb them into the work system. But it's no longer working like that. So it's only those that understand the system that the level, the percentage of people that is being absorbed in government is very minute. So you can see government advertising a particular position. They are just looking for 5 people, and you see 32,000 people applying for that position. That's the reality we are in now. So that tells you people are still running with the old syllabus, not knowing that so many things have changed. So you see government looking for 100 people across geopolitical zones, and you see more than 100,000 people applying. Sometimes people experience stampede. Sometimes you hear that people died while they are doing training for those that will join civil defense, for those that will join this, for those in the name of federal job, state job, or maybe local government jobs. So the question, just to tell you the reality. How many of us are graduates in the house? If you're a graduate, please just raise up your hand. Please feel free. Okay, thank you. How many of us are actually doing what they studied in school? If you are practicing what you study, raise up your hand. 1. Out of how many? That tells you reality has changed. That is a proof. I just want to be practical. I can do that in many places, and I always get the same result. I always get the result. Sometimes I don't even get up to 1. Thank God I got 1. The number of people, see what you study, see what you are doing. So that tells you that things are different now. So if you don't embrace the reality, you will stay in the old reality, and you will stay there for a long time. So in the new economy, the question is, where are the jobs in this new economy? And I'm going to expound it to us. Where actually is the jobs in the new economy? Where do we get this job? Where do we find this job? Now that the old economy, we can't find it in the hands of the government. In those days, government built houses for people. In those days, government do a lot of things for people. People were more comfortable. In fact, the people that lived in that era, they are forced their children to still work as a civil servant. If you dare tell your parents you want to go into business, they are not comfortable because they are thinking that what worked for them is still working now, and not knowing that things have changed. and they don't know. And you, instead of you to embrace the reality and stand your feet and let them know that actually I'm aware that things have changed. Daddy, mommy, allow me to go this route. Thank you for taking me through school, but I don't think I will practice this because there's no opportunity anywhere. Number one, we're going to be looking at 2-3 areas where the jobs are now. Number one, skill-based and digital jobs. Skill-based jobs. Skill-based job, not certificate-based jobs. Please write it down. Skill-based jobs and digital jobs. So that means in digital jobs, jobs are no longer location bound. Jobs are no longer location bound. I trained an organization in Germany, and GLH in Germany. I trained them, all their workforce across country. They didn't know me. They've not seen me. The owner of the organization, though in Nigerian, he has not seen me. He has been following me online. And then one day he called me, and we were talking. He was asking me some key questions, where I measure, what's my key area of strength, because he's seen few things that I'm doing. And I told him. He said, okay, that he would like me to train his workers. This is what they're into, and he want me to train them across board. And it was a 3 days retreat. And I took them on that training. It was a massive training. And it was a huge opportunity for me. While I leverage on the digital world to position myself, not location bound anymore. So you must understand, skill-based job is going to thrive, and also digital skills is going to thrive in this era. So what are the demand roles in this skill-based and also digital job? What are the demand roles? Things like data analysis, things like tech support, things like cyber security, and all these things that I'm mentioning, they are not things that requires you going to school, sitting in the 4 walls of university to study. It just requires you to get close to someone online, on site, whichever way, that can train you on that. And most times, you'll be shocked at the amount of money you will pay. Sometimes very little money, but people are not placing value in the new economy because certificates you are not giving. People are running with the old economy, thinking is when they give you certificate, that's when you feel certified. In the new economy, certificate is like paper. What matters is your expertise, your skill. Can you do this? That's what matters. Can you do this? When I say skill-based, I'm not only talking about only tech skills. I'm also talking about different kinds of skills that are obtainable, fashion skills, hair-making skills, all kinds of skills. Different skills. It's not only constrained or limited to tech skills. All right? There are skills that you know that runs life day to day, including dry cleaning skills, including cleaning skills. All right, that you know that you can go into post-construction. You just need somebody to teach you, train you. You now tell people you're into post-construction cleaning. All right? Don't run your life with the old syllabus and expect to get the new result. The syllabus have changed in Nigeria mightily, massively. If you keep running with the old one, you will graduate and you will regret. Please take note of what I said. You will graduate, you will regret. I usually say it in passing, the end point of education is for you to be independent, for you to generate resources. If the end point of education is for English, you are not educated. I prefer to be an illiterate that is comfortable than to be a literate person that is uncomfortable. I prefer it. The tenses may not connect, according to Dr. Cosmos Madoka, but the account is connecting. The tenses may not connect, but the account is connecting. So in tech skills like software engineering or software development and product designs, these are things that if you go to YouTube and subscribe to it, if you go to some of these AI and subscribe to go through that training, you'll be surprised that you will get a basic knowledge, and from there you can take it to the advanced level. Digital marketing skills. I was teaching the organization in Germany about traditional marketing versus digital marketing, but I was teaching them also on how to combine both, digital and traditional marketing. It was so deep. And they asked me a question. They said, what do I advise them to do? I said, because of the kind of organization you guys are running, I've been able to simplify digital marketing. I don't do digital marketing, training people on email marketing and all those things. I don't have that time, because the way the world is running, people are not even checking their email. It's only when they know that something is coming in and they're expecting something. If they're not expecting anything, they pack it one side. I said, people go around their social media, all right? And I said, the core of your job is to create multiple broadcasts. They were shocked. I said, with multiple broadcasts, you will advertise, you will market, you will do everything, and it will come to the person directly to his phone. As long as I have your contact, I will send a message across to you, and you will not know that you are in a broadcast list. And you will get it comfortably and read it and tell me thank you, and acknowledge what I've sent to you. So I told them, focus on social media, focus on also broadcast and other things. And someone that is very close to me, that is a student, shocked me before they left for school. She came to me and told me, she said, sir, I got a job. They're paying me 120,000 as I'm going back to school. I said, what kind of job? How are you going to combine it with your studies? So I got a job. Not really. It's not going to affect me. I'm working as a virtual assistant. Just have little social media skills, and you can work as a virtual assistant to up to 2-3 individuals or organizations. And this young lady, young girl, they're paying her 120,000. A student. 120,000. That is close to me by having knowledge in a few things about social media. You can go for social media training. You can go for, it's very cheap and easy. You can go for social media training and then master some of those little things, and then that can create job for you. Certificate is no longer safe in Nigeria. It is outdated. It is in the old Nigeria. The new Nigeria and the economy we're running is in what can you do. In those days, people are studying some courses so that they can work in oil and gas. But now, after school, going to school to study petrochemical engineering, you just be looking at yourself and become a fuel station attendant. You'll be selling fuel to people. Because no oil and gas companies in Nigeria anymore. All of them have, I don't know the one that is left. Their presence is just skeletal. The presence is very skeletal. From Moby to Chevron, from Chevron to Shell, from Shell, name them to Total, from Total to AP or whatever they call themselves. The one from Italy. All right, all of them. They're gone. They're all gone. The white that is coming here is not even safe. They might likely kidnap the white. As long as he's working in Chevron, it's 1 billion ransom. That's what happens, and that's what scared them. So the economic landscape became very volatile, and people were no longer safe to do business here, especially international organization. So what else? You can become a remote operation manager. You can master some skills that will help you to become a remote operation manager. Of course, you can go into prompt engineering and automation support. But note this truth. The new Nigerian employee works for the world, but he lives in Nigeria. The new Nigerian, the reality of the new Nigeria is that we are here, but the skill we've gotten can help us to walk across the globe. I train people in Germany, and I'm here. And I'm here. I got paid. I'm here. And I won't tell you how much they paid me. I'm here. 3 days training. I'm doing another one Monday, Tuesday. Another top organization. All across their top managers in Asaba, in Lagos, in Owerri, and in Enugu. I'm training all of them on Monday and Tuesday. It's already on my social media handle. I shared it there. So I let people know that I don't think I'll be risking my life driving up and down. There are people that if they invite me, if it's going to risk my life to Port Harcourt, I'll do a video broadcast, send it to you guys, sit down, you guys should watch it. If you like, let it be 3,000 people, 5,000 people, watch it. The most important thing is for me to deliver. So that little skill can save me time, can save me energy, can save me resources, can save me everything, and I continue doing what I'm doing. So you can have an idea on how to do all of that. So the new Nigerian employee, they works for the world, but they lives in Nigeria. So it is not the era of Japa. It is the era of having skills that you can take abroad while you are still here. So people running abroad, it's not the end thing. What we are pursuing out there, somebody can equip himself with so much skill and sit down here and be earning in dollars. I'm going to show you all of that so that you understand the reality of the new Nigerian economy. And then you position yourself. So the A part of it that I was talking about, it's the skill and the tech skills. So let's go over to the B part of it. I don't know if, are you getting what I'm saying now? Where the jobs are in Nigeria. So I talked about the A part of it. The jobs are in skill base. The jobs are also in digital jobs. So the B part of it is that the jobs are in service and human-centered jobs. The jobs are in service and human-centered jobs. Please write this down. As stress rises, services rises. People are looking for how to take stress away, including cooking. Because people are out there looking for what to do. So they can't come back. Can you imagine somebody, quarreling with his wife that the wife didn't cook? In this age, as the wife is coming back, the wife is tired, the man is coming back because the economy is not balanced, so both of them must go out. So as both of them are coming back and you're now quarreling your wife, why didn't you cook? Why didn't you cook? He said, you know the cook. You realize that people are going to be having issue because they've not embraced the reality. So what happened? In order to reduce the stress, as he's rising, what do? He said, honey, I discovered somebody that can cook a pot of okra, a pot of, what's it called? A penta of okra, a penta of egusi, a penta of edikaikong, and sauce that will see us through for the next 1 week. Let's put it inside the fridge. So what now happened is that it has created a job for somebody that knows how to cook. So you realize that human-centered jobs and services is going to increase. So if you know what you know how to do, please intensify, professionalize, package it, and put it in order. It's going to create massive opportunities. So let's look at some of those areas. The healthcare and wellness services. That you know how to help people to do like this. Do it 30 times, your tummy will go in. People will register. If you know how to go online and tell people, once you can do your ear like this. If you do it 40 times every day, stress level will decrease. But there's a way they do it because there are tendons and some veins. So I have to teach you for 5,000 naira. For those that I will teach, you see people, they will come 5,000 naira, they say, hold it like this, say, hold it. There's something there. Check if you can touch the vein. He said, I can touch it. He said, be squeezing it, be squeezing it. How are you feeling? Whether you feel anything or not, because your mind is there, you start feeling something. And they collect for 5,000, for 5,000, for 5,000, for 5,000 into, I don't know. So wellness and healthcare. Number 2, mental health support and coaching. People's mental health is becoming something else, and there are those that are studying something that is relating to mental health, and they are using it to create massive world. Logistics business, security services. This is the one that I'm going to stay on. Education and private training. There's someone in our church. I met him and he was just coming back from work. And while we were discussing, he said something that touched me. He said he's just coming from a class. I said, which class? He said he's teaching people Igbo language in the US online. So the people don't want their children to lose our local language. Can you imagine if you speak Igbo very well, you understand Igbo, you advertise yourself? Do you know the number of people that are in France, in Germany, in UK, that their children have forgotten their local dialect? Oh, should I surprise you? You can teach people Ohafia online, and it's for Ohafia community. You can teach Nkano, it's for Nkano community. Your people are scattered all over the world. I'm telling you, education is no longer A is for Apple. Education is no longer A is for Apple. I'm telling you the truth. So you need to know how to pass what you know to other people, package it well. So now it's no longer education by curriculum in the school. It is education by the curriculum you prepare for yourself for somebody to learn. So if you know how to cook, you do education cooking. If you know how to sweep, you teach people how to sweep. If you know how to, I don't know, whatever thing you know how to do, you can conceptualize it. It becomes something that you can educate people on. So you must understand that education is paying people heavily. Education is paying people heavily. So that's where private training comes in. Education and private training. And of course, another kind of service is personal finance and advisory roles. That's where I play. I play greatly in personal finance, in consulting for organizations, and advisory roles. That's me. I play in education too. I started my project, I'm educating secondary school, JS1, JS2, JS3, SS1, SS2, SS3. And what's the project? I'm writing on money science. I've been on that project, but each time I want to go far or stop. But I made up my mind this year that I'm going to do it. And once I'm done, I push it across 2 states. I'll be pushing it across at the state level for them to accept and include it in their curriculum. And let it become something that the secondary school board will accept. It becomes a subject, rather. What's my motivating factor? When the necessity of computer was upon us, we were able to create what is called computer studies. Civic education was created, and so many other subjects. Some has not finished. Finance is a serious issue. Money is a serious issue. So if God has given me a bit of knowledge, so I can create it as a subject. So I'm doing it for JS1 textbook with homework, the book, what's it called? Workbook, sorry, thank you. With the workbook, I'm doing JS2 with the workbook, JS3 with the workbook, SS1, SS2, SS3. And by His grace, I'm planning to push out like 10,000 copies, and which is not going to be enough for a school, for a state. I'm doing it in 2 ways. I'm pushing it for state, and I'm also pushing it for private. So private will accept it, while state is going through their bureaucracy and all those things. Whenever they accept it, I'll push it again. I'm not afraid if there's not going to be piracy, but before piracy will come, I would have made my money. Before you start copying me, I would have made my money. And my target is that before piracy will come, by His grace, I would have sold up to 2 to 5 million copies. So if you calculate the book being sold at 2,000 naira, benchmarking at very minimal price, and you timed it up to the number that I will sell, your guess is as good as mine. There is money in education. Massive money. So it's no longer about what you studied, okay? So let's go to the C part of it. That's the place of trade, logistics, and distribution jobs. Nigeria remains, up to today, a consumption-driven economy. Nigeria still remains a consumption-driven economy. So those that knows how to move things around in terms of logistics, they will always be there to create massive jobs for themselves. If you understand logistics business, you will do a lot. Of course, trade is there, buying and selling. Right now, I heard that Temu has opened their office in Nigeria because the level of patronage was too high. It was massive. And what happened? Instead of staying far, let's come here. Let's come here. let everybody be buying from us. So now we've been able to do the second part of it. Okay, let's move to the last part, where the businesses are. Please write this down. People may reduce luxury, but they can't reduce survival. So we're going to find out business that will help people to survive. Business, people might reduce luxury. They might not sell Porsche cars in Nigeria. They might not sell Bugatti in Nigeria. They might not sell maybe as often as they want some of us luxury cars. But people will always look for something that will help them to survive. One of the things that will help people to survive is light. So that means solar. Alternative to energy. Solar business is still going to be, inverter power solution is still going to be a great business in Nigeria. But there's nothing that will make a Nigerian not to look for light. There's nothing that will make for a Nigerian not to look for light. Sanitation businesses will still survive. People will be conscious of their health. All right? People will be conscious of their health. You can go into cleaning business. And then you don't clean as a cleaner. You clean for health's sake. So what do? You find out how to produce things that will help to kill germs on the surface and let people know why they must use this. It's not just because you are using it to clean your house. We have specialists that knows how to use it to clean so that your house will be in order. Affordable housing, it's key and it's powerful. Survival, people are not going to live on top of a tree. People will still live in houses. Right now, our architect was telling me something. He says, sir, in our next project, let's not do 4 or 5 bedroom duplex. Let's do 2 bedroom duplex. And that's what they're doing. And we sell it at a particular price. So in a plot of land, you can get up to 4 with parking space for everybody. He said how it works is sitting room down, kitchen down, upstairs the 2 rooms. And the person will have a feel of, I'm living in duplex. He says, I'm living in a 2-bedroom duplex. No, don't you know, I'm living in 2-bedroom duplex. As long as you can climb up and climb down. You understand? As long as you can climb up and climb down. So when he told me that, in the course of a year, we went for a short holiday with my family. And while we were there, as I was driving down around the estate, I saw exactly what he was telling me. They divided it into 2, all right? 250 square meters and 2 houses. And I was asking myself, I said, this person, they might say this house is 100 million. And it might be 4 like that, and that's 400 million. And somebody will just put 5 bedroom to place and be struggling on how to sell it 350. I said, wow, wisdom, here I come. So, affordable housing is going to be one of the things we will look into. Food processing. Like I said, people may reduce luxury, but they cannot reduce survival. Food processing, it's going to be key. Of course, water and waste management. Water and waste management. Please write this down. In hard economies, the richest businesses solve basic problems. The richest, those that became the richest businesses, they usually solve basic problems, especially in hard economies. Because what people are looking for in hard economy are things they cannot do without, and that is survival. That is survival. So while they are looking for survival, you must notice this. You solve basic problems. Because of time, I have less than 3 minutes. Nigeria's next billionaires will not import everything. They will replace import. They're going to be looking for substitutes. They're going to be looking for it. It requires thinking. It requires brainstorming. It requires them doing things that will replace what we have been doing, okay? Where is the money going to come from in the new economy, in the new Nigeria? Where is it going to be coming from in large volume? Let me wrap up. Number one, value creation, not salary. It will never come from salary anymore. It will never come from salary anymore. It's going to come from value creation. Those value creation is in 3 categories. Number one, solving problems. Number two, packaging expertise. Packaging expertise. And number three, monetizing skills. Monetizing skills. I saw when Mark Angel set up a class on YouTube, and he has made all the money, but because of a new economy, YouTube is paying him, but he's now monetizing the skill, the things that has helped him to get to where he is. He now monetizes it. He became a training, and people are subscribing. So a lot of people are going to be making money based on what they know, based on what they have done that have given them result. They're going to be monetizing it. That's where the money is going to be coming from. Massively, massively, massively. Right? Somebody will just notice that he just got one leaf and eat it and notice that his tummy was doing something. Maybe one leaf in the village. He has monetized it. He said 3 times a day, the tummy will go flat. I won't show you the leaf. Before you know what's happening, you cut it, put it. Just carry one, go and meet someone that understands packaging. Those that are into packaging are going to make money because what we actually buy is packaging. And if you understand it very well, those that are into packaging, they're going to make a lot of money. So packaging expertise are going to, because Nigerians may not buy it in the raw state. Nigeria will buy it in a very contemporary and well-packaged stage. Right? Where is the money going to come from? Foreign currency income. So where do we get foreign currency income? A lot of people are going to go into remote jobs. So you need skill. You need tech skills to do remote jobs. You need tech skills to do remote jobs. I subscribed for a particular training last year, and I was wrapping up the training before we went on a holiday, which I'm still doing. Why did I subscribe for training? Because I want to be doing a remote job for like 1 hour. Just 1 hour. And I'll take the amount of dollars that I want. I want to do it. You can't waste time. You can't waste time. You can't just look at yourself. You have a phone. You have a data. And you cannot even learn basic things and start looking for some jobs. And meanwhile, you're telling me you're looking for 5,000, 10,000. Something is wrong with you. You are not living in the reality of Nigeria today. You are living in yesterday, thinking that certificate will still give you a job. It doesn't work again. I've given it to you. I've given you the statistics. Government can only produce 15% of the job. The remaining 85% come from the private sector. So if you're still looking for them, you won't get anything from them. The number of people that are looking for that position, they are more. If one person gets it, what happened to the rest? You go home and look for something else to do. So the money is going to be in remote jobs. The money is going to be in digital products. Digital products. Create trainings that solve real problems and customize it and put it out there for people to buy. I did cracking the billionaire code, and it was a training. And I just asked people to subscribe with as low as 25,000 naira. Almost 88 people subscribed, the first one. The second one, almost 60-something people subscribed. The third one, almost 30-something people subscribed. The total being about 100 and something people at the rate of 25,000 naira. And that class, it is now a product. Sometime ending of this month or early next month, we open it up again. I did it once, but I will reap from it till when I'm tired. It's a digital product, it's there. The only thing I do is that I pay for the renewal of my hosting per annum, which is not much. The training, is it to extort money from people? No, it's solving real problem for those that have gone through that training. So if I train 100, if I don't want to train anybody in Enugu, I put my flashlight, my satellite in Ghana and advertise in Ghana. As long as social media is there, advertise in Port Harcourt, I advertise in different parts of the country, and I keep getting subscribers every 2 months because it's meant to run for 6 times in a year. So create digital products. I'll round up. My time is up. 10 more minutes. Please, the future belongs to owners, not salary earners. Business owners. People that owns and controls what they do with their time. By next week, Sunday, part 2, we'll continue on how to position yourself. We're looking at the 5 steps repositioner framework. How will you position yourself to earn in dollars and earn in naira? It's a very practical class that I really want to take us through. And how do you want to earn in dollars and how will you earn in naira? If you are not ready to be earning money internationally, you'll be stuck with local earnings. And it might not really be enough if you want to scale up. I'll stop so far, and I'll entertain 1 or 2 questions in the next 9 minutes, and our time will be up. God bless you. So please, let's get extra mic. And if you have any question to ask, you indicate by raising up your hand. Thank you so much. Please, there's a young man here. His hand is up. We can take 1 more question. Any other person that have any question? Okay, 2. Okay. So we'll have 2 questions we are done for now, okay? So that we will not exceed our time. All right. Your name and what you do, please. They'll bring in the microphone for you. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Great morning.
My name is Okechidi. I'm a student of FUAS, a radiography student, to be precise. So I want to ask, as a student, and seeing that we are out of the old curriculum like we thought, where salaries are enough or jobs are available, what do you now advertise for someone that is already in school? What do you advise someone that is already in school studying a particular course with the formal mind of coming out to get a job? What do you advise a person to do now?
Okay, the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to have a change of mindset. That's the first thing. You're going to have a change of mindset that I'm not going to run with the, please sit down. I'm not going to run with the old mindset. So the new mindset is I am studying something, but I am not using it to look for government jobs. So what am I going to do in the present is that I start acquiring relevant skills that will make me relevant in terms of earnings. Whether they employ you or they don't employ you, you are already employing yourself because you have the needed skill. If you want to practice as a radiographer, all right, there are some machineries, machines, and other things you will need to practice. But since you are not waiting for anybody to employ you, if it comes, good. If it did not come, like I said, it's 15%. All right, and in the private sector, we have quite some number. But instead of you living by chance, you live by choice. How do you live by choice? You get relevant skills. So if in the future there is need for you to use what you studied, good. But please, equip yourself with what will help you to earn. Very important. And let it be relatable in the area of passion, in the area where you have interest. Because you won't just have only radiographer. That's what they ask you to study. But there's also a passion you have within you that you can improve yourself on and use it to earn money. So alongside with school, you are not studying radiography from first hour of the day to 24 hours. There are time in between that you can use to do something else. People were wasting their time in the university without staying in university to get other relevant skills. That's what happens. So get skillful. Get some things that will help you to become better in the new Nigeria. The new Nigeria has come upon us and it is real. We can't escape it. Thank you. Someone has a question? I hope I answered your question. Thank you. We have less than 4 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, my name is Annie Izuchiku David. I work with Enugu State Judiciary. I play in the ICT sector. So my question is, you talked about soft skills. Take for instance, maybe someone is learning a skill or someone has learned a skill and the person wants to start earning from it, but there are limitations, maybe from CBN, Forex, and other organizations. Is there a way somebody can pass through it, maybe through license or something like that?
Okay, thank you so much. Regulatory bodies in a country must not be overlooked. Please, whatever skills that you have acquired, that you are going to use to earn, and it is contrary to the regulatory bodies of the country, please pause a little, all right? Look for alternative skills while they are trying to regulate, okay? Because sometimes crypto was becoming an issue in Nigeria, and I think CBN was saying a lot of things about crypto. It affected people that are trading in that regard. And what did they do? Most of us started affiliating with other foreign traders, all right, and then find a way, you know, on how to do something, trade, save, and maybe if they want to convert, they send the money back to Nigeria. But as long as Nigeria is concerned, crypto became an issue because of the regulatory bodies. So be careful with regulatory bodies, or else they will frustrate you. So what you do is, in the course of trying to affiliate with regulatory, bypass regulatory bodies, you affiliate with international counterparts, okay, partners and other things. They can help you to know how to, you know, do all of that. I remember somebody that wants to be monetized on Facebook, and he realized that there was a red flag for we that are in Nigeria, that it was becoming so difficult, and it's somebody in the UK that helped the person. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So you affiliate, all right, you affiliate, but in the absence of that, you can also get relatable skills that may still accommodate and that may still pull through when it comes to the regulatory bodies. Don't ignore regulatory bodies, or else they will frustrate whatever you're doing. Don't ignore them, all right? But we can find a way to navigate through it by connecting with people outside the country, and that's the only way we can do it. All right, thank you so much. Let's rise up on our feet, everyone. And will it be a good time to give our offering? Will it be a good time to give our offering? All right, let's rise up on our feet, please, and quickly package our offering. We have less than 2 minutes. Let's package our offering. If you're doing a transfer, details are on the screen. By the way, this training will continue next week. And may I say this? Listen, we have the 5 steps repositioning framework on how to earn in dollars and also earn in Nigeria. Time again is 8 o'clock till 9 a.m. We don't exceed our time, no African time. Lift up your offering, everyone. Lift up your offering. Lift up what you are giving to God this morning. Give your offering properly, because this training is something that people pay nothing less than 10,000 and above till 100,000, and that's what we're getting free, and that's how we'll be getting it every Sunday. And please, you can as well invite people specifically for this. They can come 9 o'clock, they are done, they can go to wherever they're going to. It is no longer leadership and business service. It is now career and business training. Career and business training. 8 o'clock, 2 minutes prayer, opening prayer, we start till 8:50. We take question and answers, and we are done. Lift up your offering and let's appreciate God again. Lift up your offering and let's thank Him again. If you are grateful for what He has done, let's thank Him. Let's thank Him. Can you just thank Him properly and be full of joy and gratitude? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. We glorify your name, O God. Thank you for the opportunity to give. In Jesus' mighty name, we have given thanks. Can somebody say, are we okay? In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen. Is it that the training now makes us, let's package ourselves, let's not behave as if we're in church? Please, you are in church. Is somebody excited about Jesus? Put your hands together and celebrate God. Please, if you have a testimony to share, you meet the ushers and let them document your testimonies. It's only testimonies that are documented that will be shared. Let's welcome the refiners.